Good morning, Wilby. How are you doing this morning? Welcome. I'm doing a little bit of a sky watch before the sunrise gets up completely. It's too bright to read the chat. Are you doing okay today? It's very humid, and our temperature is supposed to get up to the mid 90s. Mid 90s, yeah. It is pretty. It can be beautiful, but the humidity. So I get out here and stream. I'm trying to blow bubbles. It's not working too well. I get out here and stream in the morning before the heat wave shuts my phone down. Going to get 9 degrees here. How's your humidity? Hey, Gene Chambers. I've been trying to inquire with Iron Dog about getting a hold of you. I have an American Girl doll, and she's the Brazil doll. She comes with a camera and accessories. My daughter has all of it. I'd like to somehow get it to you, but I don't have the money to ship it to you wherever you're located. If you can, I can give you my email, or somehow we could get together, because this doll doesn't take much fixing up, and some child will be happy to have her. I forget her name, but my granddaughter has 2 or 3, and she's donating one. And I couldn't think of a better person to her to give it to, that you can find a good home for it at Christmas time. She has a couple outfits she comes with, and I don't know, shoes, clothes. If you are interested, let me know. If not, I will donate it to someone local. I don't know how to go about that, but I want it to go into the hands of somebody who really wants an American Girl doll. And Iron Dog saying how you do that. See those bubbles? I'm blowing bubbles right now for the children that are in the places. Good morning, Bella. I get louder when I see someone coming in. How's your weather in your state? I could just put the bubbles filter on, but it wouldn't be the same. Thank you. I don't know how to share this out and all that and do. That's probably why I don't get as many people, but anybody that's in here is better than nobody at all. Or talk to my girlfriend. Okay, I'm not looking for anyone. I was waiting to get hold of you. I'm not in a hurry, as long as we can work it out to figure out how to get this doll to you before Christmas. I think we could do that, right? I think you know the place to give it to, because you've been doing it for a while. You know? My daughter spends way too much sometimes, and then it was in a sack of stuff to throw away when I was going through the stuff. I could not believe my eyes when I saw that in there. They get in abundance sometimes and don't realize. Then they grabbed it back and was glad, because they are going to put it away. They don't pay attention. Well, they do. I'll stop rambling. We got it to the right spot. I donated 2 summer outfits to another little girl where I go to my therapy at, and the little girl brings her American Girl doll, and she says, "Do you know she's a real doll? A real American Girl doll?" And she didn't have any clothes for it. So I brought 2 summer dresses for my therapist to give to her. The bubbles are a failure. It's not going to work. So what? I'll put them in here. I usually pray a hedge around the kids who are in abusive homes that they can stay safe and not be affected by anything. Safe from harm's way. Looks like we're going to have a good day today. Our temperature is going to get into the 90s. Very humid. Bella, you probably left. I see I have to. Doesn't have to everybody stay the whole time. I do tend to jump from category to category when I see someone come in the room that hasn't been in the chat. I'm new at this live streaming. It's a learning curve. I have a little more anxiety today because I need to go at noon appointment, and usually my appointments are early morning. I'm just going to prepare for the heat. Thank you, Jean. Your woodworking is amazing too. The bowls and stuff. I believe it's you. I get mixed up between who does what. You are a very talented craftsman. And now I'm going to make a big yawn. There we go. Yeah, bowls. I know. I've seen, my daughter has several wood bowls. Are you in New York area, Jean? I recall. New Jersey, New York, or maybe I could be wrong. Okay, you are. So I'm. Oh, Maine. You're further. Ooh, okay. How's your weather? I'll bet you have nice weather in the summer. Nice summer weather. Now it says I have 0 in the room again. Oh, okay. I think my counter must be off. '70s are nice. I'd love it right now to be in the '70s. This is very early for us to be having this kind of heat. I do credit me being outside more to June Gall. I was thinking if she could get out there with her oxygen mask and get around her yard and plant things, I can surely get out there and plant things with my anxiety and such. Inspired. This year I kicked it up a notch, planted more flowers from seeds and done more stuff around the yard than I have since I moved in. Gotcha. A few days. I did bring my reading glasses out this time, so my vision wouldn't be so blurry. I sure would like to get a pair. I know it probably looks funny with those jeweler glasses on that Iron Dog wares that he got at a yard sale for $2 and they flip up. Those would be handy. You look silly in them, but they'd be handy. I'm not out to impress these days anymore as much. I can read it clear. In the 80s. Okay, take care. Email on your page. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Jean. I'm glad I was able to catch you. Well, that's one down. I just need to remember. Miss Elegant Homestead, good morning. Good morning. How are you feeling? There's my music for today. I know I don't need to get a copyright, but I don't think I would play in that, would I? I know it's not your birthday, but I've been having you on my mind a little bit, Miss Elegant. Bill, Ed. Oh, somebody put my email address in there. Yep. Hi, Bill. 56 Bel Air. Is that at Carolyn Want to Be Free? It used to be AOL.com, but they told me I need to get a new AOL account because it was so old. So now it's at gmail.com, and I don't even use it. I don't normally use email at Elegant Homestead. I don't know if you're not supposed to do that or what, but that is my email address. CarolynWantToBeFree@gmail.com. I had the AOL forever. I'm doing so-so, to be honest with you. My anxiety's a little high today. I have a doctor's appointment, a therapist, but she made it for high noon on Wednesday, which I don't normally go, but it's all right. It's in Yanceyville. I made a mistake getting some stuff at Southern States yesterday, and I always trying to save money, bought 2.5 gallons of something, and probably 1 gallon would have been fine. It lasts me 4 years. It will be my birthday in 3 weeks. Well, here, I have a song to play for you. Oh, did it? Here we go. Well, this is for the United States independence or whatever. And you're having a birthday. How old are you going to be, Miss Elegant? You don't have to say. A woman never tells her age. Elegant. I like you a lot. I like you a lot. After my appointment, there's a little old lady named Miss Ann. She's 84, and she lives alone. And she gave me her number and told me to call her sometime. And I did stop by there once and bring her some water because her blood pressure had went down extremely low. and she told me I could call and go back anytime. So after my therapist appointment, coming back from Yanceyville, if it's not too hot, I think I'll stop in and say hello to Miss Ann today. I'll call her first. She has things in place that the fire department calls her, has her blood pressure monitored and everything. Yeah, it's time I dropped this fear of people where I can't go anywhere. I stifle myself. Bailey has herself tangled a little bit around my chair. She'll be fine. I had to sit in the cooler spot. There's some ferns over there, Miss Elegant, if you're still in here. I don't think I should dig ferns up in this heat that they're going to transfer well. He said I could have everything over there. And there's an apricot tree. It's a miniature. I don't think I should attempt that either, and I can't picture me digging a hole that big. I just don't want them to knock it down and kill it. So I've got every plant and bulb out of there and a pot for all of it. I'm running out of pots and soil, so I can't save it all, I guess. And I'm going to talk to him today because I go pay the landowner his fee. And there's no mobile on it yet. See if you'll be 68. 68, that's good. 68. Oh boy. There's Bailey. Let me see. Bailey, let's look this way for the camera. Bailey, what do you see? You see a butterfly or a bird? Bailey, Bailey, there you go. There she is. I don't know what kind of dog she is. She's long in the body. She weighs 22 pounds. I rescued her from the neighbor down there that had her. The neighbor had her on a 7-foot leash in the daytime outside as a puppy. A puppy. All tangled up on the porch. And in the nighttime, she would be inside in a crate. So when I walk her on the leash, she tugs. It's going to be a little more effort for me to have her where she gets in the car and such. We're working on it. We're working on it, that she doesn't run off for me because she just wants to romp and play with the other dogs. There are dogs that come through this mobile home park that are not on leash. They're not neutered or spayed. They run the park one side and down the other. The minute Bailey gets off leash, there he is, pulls up behind me and tells me, your dog needs to be on it. I was just getting into the car. Oh well. So, Bailey's been a good rescue. She's a keeper. She's not going anywhere. She now has a forever home. And that'll be me. My son convinced me that when my dog Sissy died, I called her Sensa because she was sensitive. She passed from a lot of things. He convinced me that I was a cat lady now. He got me 2 cats. I love Simon and Schuster. I love them to death, but I always have had a dog. Always. And I was missing my dog. And then my cry suggested, why don't you foster? So I called the animal shelter, and they didn't have any fosters that were small enough for me, because I can only take a small one for walking it on the leash and such. Even when that flood came, they didn't have one for me. So I ended up with Bailey. They came to my door when they were being evicted and asked me, could I watch her for a week or 2? Well, that's led into about 3 months now, I think I've had her. Maybe longer. maybe longer. Miss Elegant, if you want to bounce out from stream to stream, you don't have to stay in here. If you want to stay, you can. I know you is bright. Let me just go that way. If we'll play this again for you. I don't know if we'll catch each other if I miss you. Aren't I good at this piano xylophone? I guess I'm a little slow at the tinking on the xylophone. I'm not really playing a xylophone, I guess. I don't think that should get me in trouble. It's a music box. The old-fashioned kind with the little roller thing in there. I'll sit back. There we go. I wish I didn't have an appointment today. I'd stay home in the cool and get some in-house stuff done. But I do. I bought 2.5 gallons of that stuff. I think I'm gonna leave early and take it back to Southern States and get a gallon. I don't need 2.5 gallons. My daughter's right. Between her and I, we don't need 2.5 gallons. Get a refund on it. Yawn. Sorry. I did get some rest last night. I'm glad I got a hold of. I'm glad Gene Chambers came in. I don't know if you know him, Miss Elegant. He repairs bicycles, and he makes American Girl dolls, fixes them back up, and gives them as Christmas presents. He lives in Maine. He has a good channel. He also makes bowls, crafts wood bowls. You probably have plenty of channels to keep up with entertainment for yourself. It's amazing how YouTube has opened my eyes to a lot of people. When I had my knee replacement surgery is when my son showed me, check out this YouTube, Mom, and I've been hooked ever since. It is almost an addiction for me, but if that's an addiction, that's really not a bad one. I don't think. You can find out so much. You just put in the YouTube and there's all kinds of stuff. My grandkids said, you didn't know that? You didn't know that? I've Googled stuff before, never paid attention that it was YouTube was the platform. How to make this or that, anything. How to fix something, do your hair, put your makeup. There's how to everything. Behind on the computer, I'm not as tech savvy. I use the computer for limited things. My granddaughter says to me the other day, she texts me, I'm watching, I'm gonna go over there about 8 o'clock. She texts me at 7:30. She says, Grandma, can you swing by and get me and take me to Starbucks? Which I don't go to Starbucks very often. I said, sure. She gets in the car, and I'm thinking to myself, It's not going to be but a year or two. She's going to have her permit. She's going to be driving. I won't be driving her anywhere anymore. So the conversation went like, Breland, in the next couple years, she said, yeah, and I'm going to get a job at Chick-fil-A because they hire under 15. I'm going to put a third of that money toward my college, and I'm going to get, her plans are right where they should be. And that's just like, wow. When she's 16, she's going to have this job and do all this, and I appreciate that. They've got smarts. So, because Starbucks, she says, do you want a tea or anything? When she was inside Starbucks spending her money, I said, no, no. I'm happy with a tea, unsweet tea with a little splash of sweet from any of the fast food places around here. Starbucks, they want $5 for a tea. I don't need to spend that. She came out with a egg bites, had bacon in it, and she came out with a cup, a holder coffee in, and that was her treat. And I was just tickled. I come to find out that morning her mom was going to end up being home and take care of her for the summer, so I don't go over there as much. This year they decided not to go to Grandma Tammy's camp. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, they go up to Pennsylvania and they camp with Grandma Tammy. Grandma Tammy's dad left her a campsite up there. This is the first year they didn't go. Just because they're teenagers, I thought Mom would have told them they need to. So this year they're skipping it. I've been up there. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to go spend a couple weeks. They need to drop the technology for a while. So that happened this year. They'll probably go to her Wilmington, to the ocean, and visit. She lives in Wilmington by Hubert, North Carolina. You're familiar with North Carolina, Miss Elegant? If you know where Hubert is, and down by Wilmington, that's where Grandma Tammy lives. They don't see her as often, but she has a bedroom for each of them, their own room. Nice little house, nice big house, pool in the backyard. They have fun there. They just don't like to drive. And now they're at that age, they want to bring a friend, or they don't want to go because they're bored. It's like, guys, kids, they're not guys. They're just getting at that age, 11 and 13. Well, she'll be 14 in April. How time flies. It just feels like a few blinks ago I was at the zoo pushing her in a stroller. I had Shane in the stroller and her walking beside us. Just don't seem like it was that long ago. These last two grandkids have just jumped up so fast on me. They're my last two, and grandkids wise. Well, as I'm rambling, that sun's getting kind of bright. I think I'm going to end the stream because I'm facing the sun instead of the other way, so I could read the chat. And I have things I have to get ready for today. So I'm going to end the stream. I always push the X over and out, 10-4, good buddies. Have a nice day, everyone.